Welcome back to Heads or Tails. We are with Claire Taylor, who's just flipped her way to a rather amazing £250,000. How are you feeling, Claire?
A little bit nervous.
I'm not surprised. You're just one flip of this coin away from winning £500,000.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome again to Who Would Like to Win £100?
Let's play Heads or Tails. Claire Taylor, please tell me, is it heads or tails?
I'm not sure. It could be heads. It could be heads.
You're right, it could be heads. Or it could be tails.
Alf Mattox has already won a penny. Mr. Mattox, are you ready for your next question?
Yes, sir.
Very well. For tuppence, which city is the capital of France? Is it Berlin, Brussels, Paris, or Silly Town? Remember, Alf, 2 of your favors remain unused.
Aye. Yes. In which case, I think I will poll the audience.
Well, ladies and gentlemen of the studio audience, underneath your seats you shall find, as always, a ballot paper. Please consider your choice very carefully as you make your way over to the polling booths.
What do you want to do?
I'll go 50-50.
OK, computer, please take away 2 random wrong answers. Wasn't really very helpful.
I thought it was tails, but I just had heads in my head.
Suppose you wouldn't have tails in your tail. Even though your name is Claire Taylor.
And we shall now take this opportunity to engage in a spot of light conversation. Alf, should you be fortunate enough to win £100, what would you spend it on?
Oh. Well, I'd buy a new pair of boots, a suit of clothes, and a dictionary, a bound mind, and maybe a top hat for occasions like.
Well, if you were thinking of purchasing an item of headwear, might I suggest that you should consider investing in a thinking cap?
Oh, thinking cap. That will help me get a few answers correct.
Indeed.
OK, Claire, you can still ask the audience.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
OK, audience, on your keypads you'll find 2 options, heads or tails. Please press the one that you think is the right answer. Oh, you useless lot! Oh, you can't blame them, though. They don't look like the brightest audience.
And let us now turn our attention to the blackboard, and it would seem that our studio audience have narrowed it down to 2 feasible possibilities.
I think it's Paris, sir.
Are you sure?
I'm sure, sir.
Are you quite sure?
Oh, I'm quite sure, sir.
Are you very sure?
I'm very sure, sir.
Well, Mr. Mattox, I can tell you that Paris is the correct answer. And viewers at home, you may be interested to learn that Silly Town is not a real town at all. That was just our little joke.
Silly town. The very thought of it.
It's crunch time. What's it going to be? It's going to be heads or tails.
I think I'm going to say heads.
You sure?
Yes.
Final answer.
Final answer, Chris.
Don't go away, we'll be right back after the break.
Well, your next question is for a shilling.
Crikey.
How are you feeling?
Oh, I've got the right collie wobble, sir.
Shall we take a look at it?
Yes, sir.
Very well. For 1 shilling, at a dinner function, what must you not place upon the table? Your fingers, your elbows, a gravy boat, a candlestick. So, Alf, have you an inkling?
Well, I've not been to any dinner functions before, so this will be a bit of a stab in dark. And if it's not too much trouble, sir, I'd like to telegram an acquaintance.
And to whom would you like the telegram addressed?
To Henry Nicholson.
Is Henry Nicholson a clever man?
Cleverest man in my street, sir.
To Henry Nicholson, stop. This is Sir Barnabas Montague, stop. I am accompanied by your good friend, Alf Mattox, stop. He has a question for you, stop.
Right. Good evening, Henry. Stop. What should one not put on the table at dinner? Stop. Elbows or fingers? Question mark. Best wishes, Alf. Stop.
Well, while we await a response to Alf's telegram, let us enjoy the soothing sounds of Perry Rogers.
I'm going to kill myself if she says goodbye. I'm going to kill myself if she makes me cry. I'll slit my wrists or I'll cut my throat, but I'll kill myself, lie bleeding on her doorstep.
Welcome back to Heads or Tails. Now, Claire Taylor, you said heads. Final answer.
Yes, Chris.
Well, I can tell you that if you'd have said tails, you would have just lost £500,000. But I'm afraid it's not heads either, because it's an edge coin. That hardly ever happens. I'm so sorry, Claire. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big round of applause, please, for Claire Taylor. Wasn't she a great contestant?
Well, Perry, thank you for that delightful tune. And we have now received a reply to Alf's telegram. Dear Alf, stop. Think it could be elbows. Stop. Not absolutely sure, though. Stop. Your friend, Henry Nicholson. Stop. Does that help you at all, Alf?
Well, I thought it might be elbows. I think I'm going to have to consider this for quite a long time.
Well, that sound tells us that, unfortunately, once again, we are under attack from Hitler's planes. We shall now all move down into the air raid shelter, and we advise you at home to do the same. God save the King, and remember, walls have ears. Good night, everybody. Good night.
It's the Peter Serafinowicz Show.